Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today, we're going to talk about you, oil. This could be easy for you to remember, right? Because you is you. It's simple English, but we have to pronounce this with a tone. That's the challenging part. You have to pronounce this as a you and a rising tone to make it sound oil in Chinese. And just by saying you is definitely not enough because you, even if it's a written, it can mean very, very different things. So here I'm going to show you a few examples of how you is applied in the language. But what you essentially is made of two parts. One is the water sign, and this water sign, for me, took me some time to figure out. This water sign means water in nature. Because nowadays, when we are so cooped up in contemporary living conditions, like we see water from tap water or a glass of water. It's water not really in big volume. So this water actually is a river, it's a stream, it's water flowing freely while pulled by gravity from high to low ground in nature. And this is how Chinese view it back then. So the middle part is the mainstream that's going speedy, right, uninterrupted. And on the side, you see two broken on each side. That means there are some interruptions along the bank. That's how water will look like, flowing freely in nature. The right side is a farm field, and the box is an area. It's a space. Okay, the box is a space. When we quarter it, it becomes farm field because ancient Chinese, we have this different households have their own fence and bordered or assigned small plots of farm fields. So that's how Chinese express farming field, okay, specifically for farming. And then this one single line pointing upward, it means coming from the farm field. And eventually we lost the farm field part, we just coming from. That becomes the abstract concept of English equivalent of from. Then this from plus water become oil. And I would go back to its root, this from farm field originally. So the water sign simply also get, generalized. It's not necessarily water in nature running freely. It could be any liquid. So it's a liquid coming from the farm field. That's the full interpretation of what oil is, because oil as the original form, cooking oil, came from the farm field. That's man-made liquid. Differentiate from nature's liquid, which is rainwater or snow melted water flowing down freely. But this one from agriculture still comes from the farm field. That it's people grow the plants and then, I don't know what's the word, action word is get the oil from the plants. So it's man-made liquid. In this sense, it gives you a little picture of what this ancient, probably not only ancient, like contemporary as well, food processing there. Okay, so that's definition of oil. We have 油腻. This is so much in contemporary Chinese lingo. It depicts similar to a little bit of negative connotation to it because it depicts especially on middle-aged men who are kind of out of shape, lost its have fatter layer, have a thicker layer of fat. So that's related to oil. Oil related to fat. And when you have more fat under your skin, and you have that attitude of fatty attitude, as if, okay, middle-aged men, when they lost their curiosity or when they lost their innocence, right? They probably would thought, they would men explain a lot of things to younger girls. And so this expression probably from younger girls' perspective, like middle-aged men, they still want to talk to me, but like I cannot relate because they are 油腻. All right, and 开油 means skim the fat. So when you skim the fat layer, let's imagine milk on top of the milk. That describes you are going to get a little bit below the radar, get the profit from something you're part of, and then you try to personally benefit from it. Not in big quantity, but small, like you almost like secretly pay yourself extra commission for something you already paid to do. So that's 开油. 油漆 is paint. So it's the paint we use to paint any surface. And actually, in English, we would distinguish as 油, the paint, from, so 油漆, in English, we would distinguish paint, which is the chrome, the color, versus the qi, the lacquer, right? It's the protection layer of it. But in Chinese, we put it together. 油漆 means paint. 指甲油 means nail polish. So you can see this油, the same oil, can be applied in totally different materials, applied in different functions. But in Chinese mentality, because they share the same character, and I always kind of connect all these connected together because they boil down to the component part. They share all these same elements, and they probably do. They are in this format of kind of oily format. And the 亮油油 is the description of something with luster, as if the surface is covered by oil. And that makes sense as well, right? Okay, so there you go. 油. Thank you for your time. See you another day.